Welcome back to Salty Investigations. My name is Chris, and tonight we're going to do something just a little bit different. The current case that I am working on right now is going to require a story and then the video of the actual crime, and then I would like to have a little bit of discussion about what we just watched. There may be some graphic content in this video, so please be advised. Also, if you like crime content, make sure to subscribe and like and share with a friend. Let's dive right in. First, I want to start with, a lot of us have had a shitty job, okay? A lot of us have. I can remember quite a few shitty jobs that I've had, most of them being retail. But imagine working 8 to 9, 10-hour shifts on a shitty job. You've had a rough night, you're tired, you smell like pizza. All you want to do is go home and get your PJs on and go to bed. You know that you have to get home first. So you don't have a car, you have to take public transportation. Down to the train stop and you wait for the train. While you're waiting, you put your headphones on, listen to your favorite song, and make the time pass even faster. All you can think about is getting home, getting changed, and getting comfortable. You get in the bus, you see people, but you really don't see people because you've had a really long, shitty day. So all you want to do is just sit down and go home. You sit down, and what you don't realize is there's somebody sitting right behind you that your presence has irritated them. And in the split second, you feel like someone is punching your chest and your neck. You don't feel the blade, you just feel the blows. Everything goes dark, and you are no more. That's what happened to Irina Zarutska on August the 22nd, 2025. She was 23 years old. Her and her family had migrated here from Ukraine. She was actually from Kyiv. She moved here with her family to get away from the Russia and Ukraine war. They settled in Charlotte, North Carolina. She was a gifted artist. She loved to sculpt. She loved to design clothes that matched her vibrant spirit. And also her dream was to become a veterinary assistant because she loved animals. She helped her neighbors with their pets all the time. She worked at a pizza place called Zappetti's Pizzeria in North Carolina. On this night, she was seen in her uniform getting assassinated in public. Right before 10 o'clock, right after her shift ended, she went right to the East-West station and waited for the train. You can actually see her walking onto the train and looking at the front seat, which is the seat that she took. She sat right in front of a guy named DeCarlos Brown. What she didn't know is this guy had already been arrested 14 times. So his criminal history was very lengthy. He was a homeless guy. I doubt if he was working a long shift that night. He wasn't even supposed to be on the bus because he didn't even have a ticket. Still had a pending charge against him from January of 2025 for misusing a 911 call. And we'll get into that in a minute. So in the video, you're going to see him as soon as she walks in, he looks very irritated. Now, whether he's irritated because she's a woman or because she's a white woman, I don't know. But you can see it all over his face. You can see that he looks very distraught. Then you see him reach into his opposite pocket, pull out a pocket knife, and open it. He thinks for like a brief second, and then he grabs the bar to give him more striking power, and he just starts plunging the knife into her neck and chest. He hits her 3 times, once in the throat. Then you can see him walking, and blood dripping all over the floor. Whether he injured his own hand with what he just did to her, or if that was her blood, or a mixture of the two, but it was dripping all over the floor. Now, nobody said anything. Nobody did anything right away. And if you look, you can see the people that are sitting around him. There is an African-American woman sitting in front, and there's another woman sitting in the back. He did not touch them. He was talking to himself. He actually took his sweatshirt off, wrapped his hand up in it so it would stop dripping all over the floor. And then he went there and started rocking and was talking about a woman, and then nobody would go around him. You could actually see people trying to get away from him and walking over the blood. As soon as the doors open, he exits and he gets arrested. But you can see a man and a young boy running back to her, and you can hear him say, "Oh my God." He just left her for dead. What was the reason that you would jab a knife in an innocent, beautiful woman's throat. She didn't know him. She didn't date him. She didn't have a fight with him, no confrontation. Why? Why did you do this? Judge Teresa Stokes in January of 2025 let this guy go. He was arrested for the misuse of a 911 call. He claimed that he had a man-made material in his body that was making him do things and that was controlling his basic functions. She wanted him to have a mental evaluation, but you know what? They didn't do it. Despite of his alarming claim in January and his extensive criminal history, she let him go. She released him on a written promise to return to court. Oh yeah, and did I mention no bond? Additional coverage does underscore that Judge Stokes presided over his initial hearing and accepted his promise to return instead of giving him a bond. His mental health evaluation was ordered later, but it was never completed, allowing him to run free in the streets. Now tell me why a guy that has been arrested 14 times with felony larceny, burglary, and assault charges, has schizophrenia, did a fake call to 911, why is he still out in the streets? Why is he not getting the help he needs? Because now we have a woman that's gone. A young woman, her life, her family's life is over. For what? Because he was a loony bin. We have the judges just letting these people go. That's what I don't understand. Let's get into the video and then we'll have our discussion after. Watch this.
This stop is Stanley Park Station. Please exit right. Please stand clear. Doors are closing. Train is about to move. West Boulevard Station. Please exit right.
Tell me why it is so unsafe in the United States right now. Is it because we've had open borders for 4 years? Is it because that people have been racist against each other because that's what we have been told to be? Is that why certain people are targeted? I'll be honest. I mean, I don't even like to go into the city anymore. I took my daughter and my granddaughter to Target. I'm watching our back the whole time. I don't trust anyone. That's sad that you can't go to Walmart. You can't go to Target. You can't go freaking anywhere. Now you can't ride public transportation. Sometimes it's scary to even drive your own car because road rage is so bad. Why are people so angry? I want to know your thoughts down in the comments section. Is it the first time you're watching this case, or have you seen it on social media already? I think our judicial system is broken. I mean, they're always claiming there's not enough resources. How do we solve this problem? I think people need to speak up and speak out about this. There's so much division in our country right now. So much hate. Nobody can respect each other. Nobody can be polite. They all want to be assholes. Why is that? I don't think I will ever want to ride on a train in my life. My son used to be a train engineer. I would ride on a train with him once in a while. But right now, as public transportation, no thank you. If this doesn't teach us anything, when women and whoever you are, I don't care, especially women, because this is like a form of femicide. But a woman never, ever, ever let some strange man sit behind you. I don't care what color he is. Do not let somebody sit behind you in a bus, anything, a restaurant. Always sit in the corner so you can watch everything. I know there's going to be some people that don't agree with me, and that's okay. We can agree to disagree, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. It is what it is. You can't tell me that when you are out and about, you're not worried about something like this, because things are happening on the news all the time. It behooves us to protect our children, protect ourselves, protect our grandchildren. Get off your phones. Be more selective of where you sit. I don't think it's safe to have headphones on and watching your phone, having your nose in your phone the whole damn time you're somewhere, because you don't know what's going on around you. Your reaction time is going to be for shit. So be aware of your surroundings. If I had walked on that bus and I would have seen him, I would not have sat in front of him. Why? Because he looked irritated. He looked like my presence was bothering him. I definitely would not have sat in front of him. She wasn't thinking. She was tired, like we all are when we get off work. We don't really think about those things. But I think it's time that we do bring these thoughts into captivity and make sure to protect ourselves and be aware of what is going on around us at all times. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Let's talk about it. Thank you for joining me, and until next time.